Thank you. I am so
Hold
touched.
that for you?
And
We'll give it
thank
back,
you.
I promise.
You sure? It's so beautiful. Steve, Mary Gamba, I want to thank you, your board. This is such an honor. You are absolutely right, Dr. Martin Luther King. There are so many lessons for us to learn from his life, his legacy. And there are a lot of lessons to learn from you and the work you do. But if one ever doubted the ability of young people, what we saw earlier it speaks volumes. When young people are given inspired leadership, mentoring, and the tools that they need, they can exceed all expectations. And they were outstanding. And it brought me to being the change. I want to acknowledge my mother, who is in the audience, who I think is the reason that I am the change that I am in my world. And she is Dr. Jean Walker, who is here, and I owe a great debt to her. Because when I was growing up, my mother and father got married, fell in love, went to the University of Michigan, fell in love, got married at a time where it was illegal in many states to have an interracial marriage. And we moved to a small area in the Upper Peninsula of Marquette, Michigan, and our family integrated the entire town and the school system. And every single day, it was one challenge after another. There was violence, there was name calling, there was teachers who had poor expectations of us. Cher and her half-breed or what was that song of Cher's was, I heard it every day. But what I knew and my mother and father instilled in us was that you needed to be the change. And you needed to commit yourself to the world you wanted to be a part of. And I see that with what you were doing with these young people, and that's what Jazz House Kids has tried to do. Using my love for jazz, every day we want to reach young people as a teaching tool, to be that global citizen, to be that community leader, and to make that investment in other people by giving back. And it reminds me of this weekend when we competed in the Essentially Ellington competition with 14 other bands across the nation. And Wynton Marsalis told the students he said, listen, losing is a part of winning. Falling down is a part of succeeding. And so if there's anything that I could impart that I feel that I've tried at Jazz House Kids to do is that you put out your hand and you will always get more back when you reach out than what you give. And we do that every day at Jazz House. And the kids, although our student band was not in the top 3, but they came home with 10 awards. And what they came home with, more than the awards, and they were so confident they would be in the top 3, they didn't even figure out where they would eat after, because only the top 3 got fed. I said, well, that's a positive attitude. But the point that I'm trying to make is they work together as a group. They work together to have an individual voice, but a collective voice. And they continued to feel good about their efforts because it was their best efforts. So I think communication and leadership are so terribly key at this point in time. That's what Jazz House Kids does. It is such an honor to be honored here today. I'll keep fighting the fight, thanks to my mother who said, you can be the change and invest your life in making the world you want. And that's why Jazz House Kids has such great diversity, why we never turn a student away, why we have a festival where 8,000 to 10,000 people come out every year for a free festival. It's why Wynton Marsalis will join us next week at Inside the Jazz Note. So I will stand beside you, and as Wynton said to me, you are deserving of my support and everybody else is in this room, and I will continue to stand beside you and these students, and I'll do my part. Thank you so much, Steve.